Hey everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a Word document accessible. In other words, how to make the content easy to perceive and navigate by people with various types and degrees of disability. We will first have a look at the Microsoft Word Accessibility Checker. I am using Microsoft Office 2016, but it should be similar in other versions of Word. Go to File, check for issues, check accessibility. The checker spots some problems. The graphics don't have alternative text, they are also not inline, and there are several instances of insufficient contrast. The checker is a great tool, but it doesn't see all the problems, so in general it's best to have an idea of the main accessibility issues and how to fix them. Here's an example document, but it doesn't look too bad. Most people who can perceive visual design should have no problem reading or finding information in it. The text size is 12, which is a good size for reading. There is enough spacing between rows, it's not cluttered, and the content is organized in headings, subheadings and so on. However, people who use screen readers or have less than perfect sight or color vision would have some problems. Let's begin. We'll look at the following topics: images, colors, headings, spacing, links, and lists. Let's start with the images. All graphics need to have an alternative text, or alt text, in short, that is, text describing an image, which can be read by a screen reader. These days, when you first insert a picture, Word automatically generates a description which you can see in Edit. If you're editing an older document, you can add alt text by right-clicking the image, then edit alt text. It's good to keep the description short and concise. Of course, if you're describing a complex graphic like a chart, you will have a longer description. In this case, I will write document accessibility. The other graphic is this rectangle under the title. For images that are just ornaments, tick the box mark as decorative. This way the screen reader will know to ignore it. The accessibility checker also said that my images are not inline. This can make it hard for a screen reader to navigate the content. To fix it, right-click on the image, go to Wrap Text and select Inline with Text. For my picture, this means that I cannot keep my layout, so I will move it under the text to make it look better. Colors. Colors need to have enough contrast to be read easily by anyone. The default colors, black and white, have great contrast, but we often want to include other colors in our documents. In my example, I have light blue heading, which is flagged by the accessibility checker as having low contrast. So let's make the color more darker. And now it's all right. Headings. Even though I made my headings and titles stand out through visual design, a screen reader doesn't know what they are. Marking them properly will let screen reader users skim the content and understand its organization easily. To do that, we need to use the Styles feature. First select the text, then in the Home tab go to the Styles box and pick the style. In this case I will choose Title. As you can see, it changes what your text looks like, but you can then style it any way you want. Let's do the headings. Introduction is the first level, so it will be a heading 1. Select the text, then click heading 1. Do the same for all first level headings. Now, to change what they look like, select one of them, change the style. In my case, I want them to be Times New Roman, size 14 and color blue. Then, in the Styles box, right-click Heading 1 and select Update Heading 1 to match selection. This changes all my Heading 1 text to the desired style. As you can see, my document looks the same, but now it is screen reader friendly, thanks to the structural formatting. Spacing. One more thing we can do to increase accessibility is to remove unnecessary spaces. So, instead of adding empty lines, use the paragraph settings to adjust the spacing. Select the text or place the cursor on the line you wish to change. click on the little arrow in the paragraph box and adjust the before and after settings. For heading 1, I will make it 24 points before and 12 after. Now apply it to all the headings, the same way we did before, by selecting the text and updating heading 1 to match selection. We can do the same for paragraphs, but it's best if you set this up when you first create a document. Links. The links need to include meaningful text, rather than a URL. A screen reader may read the URL one letter at a time, which is not very helpful. Additionally, descriptive links help both screen reader users and sighted users skim the document to get an idea of the content or find specific information. To make a link descriptive, right-click on it and choose Edit Hyperlink. Change the text to display to something meaningful. In this case, regional government services. Now everyone knows immediately where the link is sending them. Alternatively, type your text in first, then select it, right-click, and choose Link. Now you can paste in the address. List. Now, this two hyperlinks looks like they are in list, but we have not mentioned them yet. So let's make them in bulleted list. This way screen reader will be able to navigate the data better. Saving PDF. Once you've ensured accessibility on all these aspects, they will all be preserved when you turn your Word document into a PDF. You can simply save as and choose PDF. Or if you want to double-check, from the File tab go to Export, Create PDF, Options, and make sure document structure tags for accessibility is checked. So these are the main things you can do to make your document accessible. If you like this video, please drop a like. Thanks for watching.